Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Dolphin. Today guys we have a new video about the 7 mortal scenes X-TASY. Today we're gonna have a look at the top 3 tanks in the game right now. I don't know what units are gonna come out soon, but as of right now these are gonna be, in my opinion, the best 3 tanks in the game. By tanks I don't mean whoever has the highest base stats, as in HP, defense and so on, but yes, that is gonna be a big factor, but also units that have like protection for their teammates, they have taunt for the opponent, they magnet basically attacks to themselves, they have defense up, some heal, some shield and so on. So I'm probably not gonna include units that have the highest defense base stats in the game, but I'm gonna include units that actually protect their teammates somehow. Guys, before getting to the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It is free and support the channel a whole lot, guys. So if you can, please hit the sub button. It really helps. Also, when you watch the video, let me know in the comment below who are your top 3 tanks in the game and why. Also guys, tanks are really important in the game because, as I was saying, they defend the other allies that are a bit squishier. As an example, damage dealers are usually the ones that delete the opponent, but if they weren't to be protected they would disappear pretty quickly. So yes, damage dealer probably the most exciting units because you see them just deleting opponents, but if the tanks were in the game, healers were in the game, a damage dealer would die pretty quickly, and yeah, that would be it. So make sure you use at least one tank in your team. Let's get into it, and as I said, this is gonna be my opinion. Let me know in the comment below if you agree, if you disagree, and so on. Now, number 3 in the list is gonna be Sandalphon. Pretty high base defense. The base HP is not that high, so maybe that makes her a little bit worse than the other ones I'm gonna mention. Her skills are really insane though, and the base speed is actually pretty high. And yes, plus 15, so that's potential how good you can get her. Still, base HP is gonna be pretty low, but you're gonna see that the defense is gonna make a lot of difference. So skill 1 does damage, is 1 enemy range, does damage based on attack and defense, and attack twice. When dealing damage, inflict 2 stacks of agony. If the cast is affected by the movable dot, pursue the enemy target and deal 40% defense as damage 2 times. After that, restore 20% HP to STR type allies. So as you can see, yeah, the attack, the damage based on defense as well, and the defense is pretty high, but beside that, she has defense break with agony, and also she restores 20% HP to STR type allies. So if you use STR type kind of team, she's gonna heal them, so she's already helping them. Skill 2, deal 120% attack as damage to all enemies 3 times. So AoE. Before the action, randomly taunts 2 enemies, so taunt target, and additionally damages a target affected by taunt by 300% defense 1 time. It's gonna do decent damage, and the taunt means the enemy is gonna have reduced attack, and also the enemy is gonna be able to attack just Sandalphon. So they won't be able to attack the damage dealer. They're gonna attack the tank. So it's a pretty good one because it's an AoE. She's not gonna taunt everybody, but she's gonna taunt 2 out of 5 units, which is pretty good. The ultimate skill deals 190% attack as damage to 2 random target, 3 enemy range, and additionally pursues and damages the 3 enemy target with the lowest HP by 75% damage defense 2 times. Sorry. After the action, remove control effect from all allies, so freeze and so on. Your allies get cleansed and inflict all damage reduction on the 2 allies with the lowest HP. So for the damage dealer, damage reduction reduces all damage taken to 1 for 2 turns. So they're gonna take 1 damage only for 2 turns. Tank. She's a really good tank. Passive diligence. When a battle starts, inflict diligence on 2 allies with the highest defense. So she's gonna be included, increasing their defense by 75%. That's not bad at all. Lasts for 3 turns. Rock hard. After taking damage from an attack, recovers 15% and inflict crackdown on the attacker, reducing the final damage dealt by the attacker by 15% and lasts for 2 turns as well. Commute. When a battle starts, gain immunity to crowd control, lasts for 2 turns. Now she gains immunity to crowd control, but then she can actually cleanse the crowd control for all allies. So, you know, that makes sense. I feel like Sandalphon is actually a really good tank. I feel like there is better tanks, but she's actually a really good tank, and she has a lot of protection for your team. Now, number 2 in the list. These are free to play. I got her free to play. I didn't skill her up yet, but I'm thinking about it because I think she's actually pretty good. The base defense is a lot, decent amount higher than Sandalphon, and HP as well. The speed is a bit lower, isn't it? 11, 12, yeah, it's a bit lower, but the tank stats are a bit higher. So now, skill 1, deals damage 3 times, 25% attack, 65% defense, and grants the cast rigidity with a 40% chance to taunt the enemy. Single target, but still, taunt means the enemy can attack just Belphegor. Rigidity defense plus 10% up to 5 stars, so you get extra defense. Skill 2, free enemy range, deals 140% attack plus 160% defense as damage, and applies shield on the cast and an ally. So she gets the shield for an ally as well. The skill of all allies, cooldown -1. So she's also reducing the cooldown AoE on your team. Ultimate skill deals 140% attack plus 80% defense as damage, and applies a shield on all allies, and it's a free enemy range, so she's protecting the allies with the shield, with the taunt, and then she has more shield here. So you see how she's protecting all allies. Passive, late guard surge, basic defense plus 20%. Now I think this is just for her. And then speed weaken at the start of each battle, speed -8% to enemy target, which helps your team anyway. Spirit guard, after attacking, high chance, defense plus 5%. Turn, stack 4. I don't know what that means. Deflection, after taking damage, strikes back by 110% of the class defense. She gets a lot of defense up, but as you can see, she has shield for the whole team, and this shield absorbs damage equal to 150% of the cast attack and lasts for 2 turns. So she has shield for your team, she has the taunt on skill 1, and so on. So I feel like she's a pretty good tank. Is a free to play. You get her in the beginning of the game. I think you need to log in, or maybe you need to do some missions. I don't remember how I got her, but you can get her for free, and then you can get a dupe, and obviously you can unlock the ultimate skill. And that's honestly the only reason why she's above Sandalphon. She has higher tanky stats, but Sandalphon does protect your team a bit more than Belphegor, but Belphegor is free to play. So that was the only reason why Belphegor was above Sandalphon. I think Sandalphon is actually an insane tank. Number 1 in the list, you might disagree, but I feel like Beelzebub is top tank as of right now. The defense is a lot lower. Well, not that much, but it's lower than the other two. But the HP is a lot higher, a lot higher. Also, the speed I think is a lot, not a lot. It's a more is higher than the other ones. But let's see what she does. Skill 1 deals 260% attackers damage and inflicts defense break. This is gonna help your damage dealer as well do more damage. Defense break, defense -50%, lasts for 4 turns. That's a big defense break. That's 2 enemy range as well. That's not bad at all. Skill 2 enemy range as well, deals 325% attackers damage, and her base attack is actually pretty high for a tank. After the action, increase the move gauge of all allies by 25%. Now, this doesn't protect your team, but it gives you a attack bar, meaning healer can heal your team damage dealer can move and kill the opponent, another tank can move and put shield up and so on. So you see how these also help your team. Skill 3 deals 315% attacker's damage and inflicts poison and slow on the target. Also restores 30% of Beelzebub's max HP to the ally with the lowest HP. So she's gonna put slow on the opponent, she's gonna put poison, which does damage over time, and also it's gonna heal the ally with the lowest HP, and it's gonna heal the ally by 30% of Beelzebub max HP, which is a lot. So yeah. Now the passive. When a battle starts, taunts the enemy with the highest attack, lasts for 2 turns. So more protection for your allies means the damage dealer on the opponent side is gonna tap just Beelzebub for 2 turns. If things goes well, your damage dealers are gonna kill the opponent's damage dealers, and Beelzebub have protected your units pretty well. Grand Feast, after the action, restore 25% of Beelzebub's max HP to the ally with the lowest HP. More heal. Every time she attacks. Angry Tiger at the start of a turn, if the cast HP is below 85%, inflict damage taken plus 30% on the enemy with the lowest HP. So she protects your allies. She might protect your allies a bit less than Sandalphon, but she has attack speed up, the move gauge up. She heals your team. She allows your units to move after her, after the opponent, meaning you can actually kill something in the opponent team. She heals the slow, the poison. She heals with the passive as well. She taunts with the passive as well. So I think, and she has 1731 base attack. Belphegor is not that far. No, they're not that far actually. They're not that far off. But I feel like Beelzebub is actually a really good tank. She's gonna help your team a lot. Her base defense is not as high as the other ones I mentioned, but the base HP is a lot, and she's gonna heal based on her base HP. In my opinion, Beelzebub is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think that they are pretty close together. I like Beelzebub a lot because she also does a lot of damage, but I feel like Belphegor and Sandalphon are actually really close in the list. I mean, I put number 3, 2 and 1, but honestly they all offer a lot, and I think Sandalphon obviously offer more shields and more protection, but her base HP is really low, so she might die pretty quick. I don't have her, so I couldn't test her, but based on stats, on skills, I think she's a really good tank. Guys, this is my opinion. Let me know in the comment below if you disagree and who will be in your top 3. I didn't put Metatron because I feel like she heals a lot, but I don't think she like taunts anybody, you know. I don't think she does any of that. Guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it helps. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe, bye.